What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online franchise gameplay here in our Road to the Super Bowl series. We're here with our Washington Redskins. And if you're enjoying the series, go ahead and drop a like. Think about subscribing for more. We're going to keep this series going for the remainder of Madden 20, and hopefully we'll start it up again in Madden 21 once that drops. But here today in our franchise, it is week number 8. Our Washington Redskins are matched up against the San Francisco 49ers. We are what, 7-1 right now. No, 6-1. Headed About to be headed into our bye week here. I matched up against the 49ers. And in today's game is a pretty good matchup. See, we're going to take a look at the standings here right now. The Redskins are ranked third in the NFL, second in our conference, right behind the Eagles, who we have not played yet. We play them in the second half of the season. So, but anyways, back to today's game. Today's game is actually going to be a pretty decent matchup with the 49ers. The 49ers actually have one of the top defenses in the league right now. As you see right there, they have the number one defense. They don't really give up too many yards on either the ground or through the air. But the reason why this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup is because our Redskins offense, is actually one of the top scoring offenses in this league, and it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard for teams to stop us from throwing the ball. The only team so far this season that stopped us from throwing the ball has been the New York Giants, and even that one was just kind of iffy. I think my decision making that game just wasn't too good, or wasn't the best. But anyways, here we are matched up with the 49ers at home. And you all already know, I always say how I'd rather start off on defense. And I don't know, just just this game I'm going to try a little bit harder. I mean, last time we started with the ball first, we ended up losing the game. That was the game against the Giants. So we'll try to get things going here on offense. Angelo's going to find Avery Bruce to get things going out of the backfield for a gain of 7 yards. Second and 3, we're going to hand the ball off to our workhorse, Darius Geis, and he fights for the first down and ends up gaining 4 yards on that play. Way to fight, Darius Geis. First and 10, Angelo's dropping back, looking for Emmanuel Hall across the middle. He finds him late across on the opposite sideline, and Emmanuel Hall is able to toe tap and come away with a catch there. So things are moving pretty well so far for our offense. First and 10, after Emmanuel Hall's amazing catch, we're going to sneak Avery Bruce in there, try to get him a couple runs. Like I said, I kind of bounce back and forth between my running backs, try to get Avery Bruce in there every now and then because he's the better receiving back. But on second and 9, we're taking a shot deep to the end zone, and we find Terry McLaurin. He's just, unfortunately, is not able to get his feet down in bounds. This goes down as an incomplete pass. Coming back on third and 9, got to pick up the first down. We find Terry McLaurin, and he ends up coming away with the catch on that one. Run a little bit of RPO, back to Terry. Small gain there. Getting a heavy dose of Terry McLaurin early and often in this game. And then we're going right back to Darius Geis, and he just completely trucks the safety. Oh my goodness. First and 10 from the 15, looking to pass the ball. Wonder who we're throwing to. Maybe the same person we've already been targeting a bunch on this drive, and Terry McLaurin. This time, he ends up coming away with a catch in the end zone and is able to get his feet down this time. First touchdown of the game. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really surprised. This this is like, I told you, like, I don't like to have the ball first. I'd rather start off on defense. But for us to have the ball first on our offense, just to go ahead and get in rhythm and put points up on the board, it's amazing. So now we're getting things back to the defense. Hopefully the defense can come away with the stop here on this drive right here. Um, and early in the game, Bobby Wagner says, "Why not run the first play?" Ends up intercepting the pass that was meant for George Kittle. Tries to take it back. Bobby just cannot outrun Dylan McCaffrey, I believe his quarterback's name is. Ends up getting tackled down at the 11-yard line. Offense comes back out, and we're going to give the ball to Darius, and he just shoves a defender into the end zone. Runs out at the 3-yard line. Second down, we're going to give the ball right back to Darius, guys. So just go ahead and let him finish things off for us. Like I said, around the 10-yard line, and definitely for sure inside the 10-yard line, it's Darius Geis' ball. I'm not going to take carries away from him. I'm not going to Pete Carroll it and throw the ball on the 1-yard line or the half-yard line, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try not to make stupid decisions like that. Anyways, 1st and 10 after an amazing stop on the first play of the game by Bobby Wagner. Kenneth Murray stopping, uh, what's his name? Williams. I can't remember, think of his first name. Stopping him in the backfield for a gain of no yards. 3rd and 2. Ends up subbing in a different running back. I'm not sure who that one is. But it doesn't matter. He gets stopped, and just like that, defenses, 2 series that started out amazing. First series got the interception. Second series ended up getting 3 and out, forcing the punt. Speaking of punt and punt return, I think I'm going to start. Hold up, Emmanuel Hall is streaking down the middle of the field. Andrew Luck finds him, 1 play touchdown after the punt. So things are starting off amazing right here for our offense and defense wise. We're up 21-0 in the first quarter. I mean, everything's going my way right now. Defense is playing great. Offense is moving the ball. Just things are going perfect so far. But yeah, like I was saying, I made the change earlier on in the season. I think 2 games back, and moving DJ Matthews to return man over Avery Bruce. I'm thinking about making the same change on punt return, just because I don't know. I like the extra wiggle that I get with DJ Matthews. Avery Bruce, even though he's a running back, he just doesn't have like that wide receiver wiggle just to, I don't know, just get open. Anyways, 3rd and 10 here. San Francisco's offense is in trouble. McCaffrey completes a pass across the middle to George Kittle, resets the downs. 1st and 10, gain of 2 yards by the running back. Bobby Wagner coming up with a big stop there. 2nd and 6, McCaffrey drops back. Dangerous throw there. Testing Lars Woodby. You don't really want to throw too many balls his way. Lars Woodby just a step behind on that play, just unable to really get anything, come up with a stop. And then I've been having problems with this cornerback all year. And oh my gosh, you're not going to see that happen too often this year. I can guarantee you're not going to see that happen too often. But speaking of happening a lot often, I hope that happens a lot. That's Bobby Voice. For those of you that are also Redskins fans, I purposely gave him that number 92 because I want to restore the glory of that number. Albert Hainsworth did it dirty. Down inside the goal line, unfortunately, Stephon Gilmore gets hurt. Hopefully, he's not injured too bad, because we're kind of lacking that corner with Bradley over here just giving up free yardage with the face mask. That drive is on him. Eventually, the 49ers end up punching it into the end zone. 1st and 10, offense has the ball. And you already know, whenever this man, Emmanuel Hall, is blinking, we are throwing him the ball no matter what. 1st and 10 coming back from that. I wanted to go back to Emmanuel Hall, but it looked like he was playing a cover 2 man. He was double team. Couldn't get the ball on there, so we ended up settling for something underneath. And then we come back from 15 yards out. Darius Geis just runs it into the end zone. So, like I said, offense is just moving the ball nonstop. 21-point lead in the first half. We just need our defense to come up with a few more key stops. Hopefully, we don't have those penalties that end up hurting us. I feel like that the 49ers' last drive, we probably would have been able to stop them, but we just got put into a bad situation with that 15-yard face mask penalty because of our corner. So 1st and 10, stopped Williams in the backfield, lost him 1 yard. 2nd and 11, he ends up going underneath. Who's that? Is that Debo Samuels? No, that's not Debo. I don't know who it was, but he ends up completing a pass across the middle to his receiver. Poorly timed hit stick. I shouldn't have even tried to hit stick there. That's Stephon Gilmore. He's not really a hit stick type of cornerback, but Bobby Wagner is the hit stick type of linebacker. Probably could have possibly jarred the ball loose, but even still, he should have came up with the interception there. Just didn't get an animation from Bobby Wagner. I even tried to click on, got nothing. 3rd and 8, he ends up completing a pass to Pettis for a huge gain, but unfortunately it's called back due to a holding penalty. 3rd and 18, there's no way we give this up, right? Takes a shot deep, and we're just going to swat that away, and defense forces another punt. So like I said, our defense has pretty much got this offense. Oh, beautiful punt. Oh, almost a beautiful punt. Our defense is basically has them solved. there's not too much that they're doing to hurt that they can do to hurt us. That's a questionable uh, animation there. I felt like Hall was in one-on-one coverage. I don't know why he ended up dropping the ball, but anyways, we were trying to force something right before halftime to try to get some points. If my opponent probably would have fallen down, he might have been able to get 3 before going into the half, but he continues to run the ball, and then we're going to tackle him when the clock hits 0. And yeah, we threw an interception, but he got no points off of it, and we're going into the halftime. Anyways, 21-point lead, starting off the third quarter. McCaffrey drops back. He gets sacked by Daron Payne coming off the edge there. Kind of want to change Daron Payne's face mask because I hate that little bar that goes right down the middle. But at the same time, I don't want to touch him because, like, I don't know, I'll have this like superstitious feeling that if I change his gear, he might start to play worse than what he is right now. Like, I'm not saying he's playing bad, but I mean, our coverage was horrible right there. We ended up giving up a 7-yard touchdown to George Kittle. But I don't want to touch Daron Payne's gear, even though I could make him look a lot better. I just don't want to jinx him. Just keep things going how they are. But anyways, we're here in danger of losing our 21-point lead. Hopefully our offense is able to come out and get the ball back in the end zone. Good God, DJ Matthews, I'm glad you held onto the ball. When I made that change with Avery Bruce and DJ Matthews, I'm sacrificing a lot of carry. I think DJ Matthews has like somewhere around 50 or low 60 carry. Avery Bruce has like 70 or 80 because he's a running back. But anyways, luckily he held onto the ball there. Third and short here. Andrew Luck ends up completing the pass to Terry McLaurin and picks up a gain of about 15 yards. Keeps the drive moving. Coming out 1st and 10 after that new drive, we're going to try to run a little a jet sweep with Terry McLaurin. Gets the edge, gets about 3 yards, but unfortunately it's called back due to another holding. And literally all my holdings this year, I feel like I've come from Brandon Sheriff. I don't know what it is with Brandon Sheriff. I don't know if he's pissed that we've moved him around so much in the past couple seasons, but these holding codings got to stop. 2nd and 13, we end up connecting with Avery Bruce across or in the flats, picks up a decent little chunk of yards. 3rd and 9, right back to Terry McLaurin. Nice move on the safety, and he picks up a gain about 20 yards there. 1st and 10 from the 39. Andrew Luck's dropping back, looking for T.Y. Hilton. Looked like we might have had Emmanuel Hall one-on-one with the safety. It's not a bad option, but it just misfired on that 1st and 10 to T.Y. Come back on 2nd and 10 and hand the ball off to Darius Geis. 3rd and 7, we're going to look to pass here. Looking for someone open, not really seeing anything. Emmanuel Hall might be open, but that's one-on-one coverage with Terry McLaurin. Tried to lob it over top of him. Didn't have anything, so we tried to settle for a field goal. And it's just off of the crossbar. Hopkins just barely missed it. It was accurate. I think we had the power bar pretty full. It's just we were against the wind in that situation. It was just horrible. And speaking about horrible situations, I thought this was going to be an offensive pass interference. I think that Monte Nicholson had pretty good position on that pass play right there, but they end up calling defensive pass interference. They get the ball on the 5, and Kittle has now his 2nd receiving touchdowns, and we're really starting to choke away this lead. Went from having a 21-point lead to now a 7-point lead. And it's still just the third quarter. There's still a lot of football left to be played. Probably shouldn't have brought that one out to the end zone. Probably should have taken a knee there with DJ Matthews. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Offense definitely needs to get things moving, get in the end zone. And connecting with Terry McLaurin again across the middle of the field for a huge gain. 1st and 10. Andrew Luck's looking deep, and Emmanuel Hall is wide open. Beautiful throw on the run right there by Andrew Luck. It was definitely much needed points for us. Gives us a 14-point lead with 32 seconds left and then the third quarter. And I'm comfortable with this. I feel like I can rely on my defense enough to get to stop his offense. We already forced 2 punts, have an interception off of him. And really, his two touchdowns are just the first one was just bad users to George Kittle, um, that 70-yard touchdown, and then just that BS penalty on Monte Nicholson. Other than that, if you take those two away, he's only got one touchdown maybe, and we've stopped him 3 times. Don't do my math. Don't check the math on that. I might be wrong. Anyways, Kittle seems to just to be his go-to guy right now. Kittle's just getting open. Um, Cole Holcomb shoots the gap there, huge hit stick. Like I said in last week's video up against the New England Patriots, when I had Cole Holcomb on kickoff and just completely start flattening people, whenever Cole Holcomb connects on a hit stick, I expect to see a fumble. Anyway, second down, he ends up running out of bounds, and it's just as good as a sack for us. 3rd and 14, McCaffrey comes back and connects with Deebo Samuels across the middle, picks up the first down, and then he hands the ball off to Williams on first down, gets again a 4 yards, 2nd and 6 from the 14. McCaffrey drops back, looking, and he finds, yet again, George Kittle across the middle of the field for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And at this point, oh, we have got to figure out a way to stop George Kittle. He's literally the only, he's literally the only receiver that's hurting us on his team right now. So, but anyways, 3 minutes left. We want to try to go into that 4-minute offense and try to take as much clock with us as possible. And if we do have to give them the ball back, I want it to be a situation where he has no choice but to pass the ball. I feel like if I'm able to sit back and just pass coverage, we have a better chance of winning this game. 1st and 10, run that same jet sweep with Terry McLaurin. If T.Y. Hilton was able to get that initial block on the corner that was guarding him, we would have been able to have a huge game. And Darius Geis, oh my gosh, 2nd and 11, picks up a gain of 13 yards and just completely shoves the defender to the ground like he's nothing. And we're starting to milk the clock. Things are looking good. I really wanted to throw the bubble screen there, but just he had it covered pretty well. So we come up to another RPO. I wanted to throw the bubble again, but just wanted to play it safe. Didn't want to do anything too dangerous. Come out on 4th and 1, and we could punt the ball, but it's 4th and 1. We can get this, and we end up trusting Andrew Luck's ability. If you go back and look at that, T.Y. Hilton was wide open on the other side of the field. Probably would have been able to get in for the touchdown, but we end up taking the pass to Stogner, our rookie tight end, and we just go ahead and milk the rest of the clock. 4-minute offense ran perfectly. Now our Redskins are headed into the bye week with the record of 7-1, and we come out week 10. Next game, week 10, is going to be up. It's going to actually be a really big game. It's going to be the NFC Championship rematch game up against the Vikings. I think the Vikings have lost 2 games on the season, so definitely be on the lookout for that one. Like I said, like and subscribe so you don't miss any other our uploads. I will catch you guys next time.